5:47 a.m. Your alarm doesn't ring anymore. Your landlord bangs on the door instead. You open your eyes inside a one-bedroom apartment that smells like instant noodles and overheated plastic. A 2012 Corolla sits outside. Coffee stains on the passenger seat. Check engine light permanently on. You are 24 years old with minus $3,200 in your bank account. But your laptop glows like a religious artifact. Candlestick charts, Discord notifications, red numbers, green numbers, people screaming about coins named after dogs. Your mother thinks you're unemployed. Technically, she's right. You spend 14 hours a day inside online communities filled with anonymous millionaires using anime profile pictures. Nobody asks where you went to school. Nobody cares about your accent. Nobody cares that your rent is overdue. The only thing that matters is conviction. You buy $800 worth of a coin at 3:12 a.m. because a stranger named Wolf Capital 777 says institutions are coming. You don't sleep. You refresh. Again. Then it happens. The chart moves. 12%, 26%, 41%. Your entire body heats up. You just made more money in 6 hours than your old retail job paid in a month. And for the first time in your life, you feel early. You stop living in normal time. Breakfast happens at 4 p.m. Dinner happens during market volatility. You learn new words, liquidity, leverage, tokenomics, yield farming. The language rewires your brain. Every notification becomes dopamine. You stop seeing money as money. It becomes points, percentages, candles. You turn $4,000 into $73,000 during a meme coin rally that lasts 11 days. You celebrate by ordering sushi you can't pronounce. Then you watch your portfolio drop $18,000 during dessert. Your hands shake. Not because you lost money, because you almost sold too early. Your old friends stop inviting you outside. You stopped talking like a human 3 months ago. You talk in probabilities now. You say things like, if Bitcoin breaks resistance at 52,000, everything changes. Nobody knows what you're talking about. But online, you're becoming someone. Your follower count explodes. 17,000 followers in 2 weeks. Anonymous teenagers call you a genius. You haven't seen sunlight in 3 days. The money arrives violently. One morning, your portfolio crosses $1 million. You stare at the number for 9 straight minutes. No celebration, no screaming, just silence. Because your brain can't process it, you buy a black Lamborghini Huracan 3 days later. Not because you love cars, because the internet taught you what success is supposed to look like. The salesman treats you differently the second he sees your watch. You notice that. You notice everything now. The hotel upgrades, the nightclub access, the sudden replies from people who ignored you for years. You move into a penthouse in Miami, floor-to-ceiling windows, white marble counters, ocean views that don't even feel real. At night, the city glows beneath you like a circuit board. You are no longer participating in society. You are floating above it. But here's the problem. Your wealth still isn't real. It's trapped inside volatility. You wake up every morning terrified the number will disappear. So you check your phone before your eyes fully open. Every day. For years. You stop investing in crypto. You become crypto. Podcasts want interviews. YouTube channels analyze your tweets like sacred scripture. A single emoji from your account moves markets. You launch your own token at age 27. It reaches a $4.8 billion valuation in 4 months. You hire engineers from Singapore, lawyers from Luxembourg, marketing teams from Dubai. Everyone calls you a visionary. Nobody asks questions while prices go up. That's the rule. Your conferences look like religious gatherings, smoke machines, LED screens, 20-year-olds screaming about decentralization while wearing $11,000 watches. You stand backstage drinking lukewarm espresso. Security guards surround you. People want photos. People want money. People want proximity. And slowly, you stop knowing the difference between admiration and extraction. You trust nobody, not your employees, not your girlfriend, not even your own thoughts, because everybody around you profits from your confidence. So, you learn to perform certainty, even when you're terrified, especially when you're terrified. Now the real doors unlock. Private dinners in Abu Dhabi, closed meetings in Singapore. Politicians suddenly care about innovation. Banks that once mocked crypto now beg for partnerships. You sit inside rooms with sovereign wealth executives discussing digital infrastructure over $900 stakes. Nobody talks loudly. Real money whispers. You create offshore structures across the Cayman Islands and Switzerland. Not because it's illegal, because everyone at this level does it. That's when you understand the truth. The financial system was never destroyed. Crypto just built a faster version for the same predators. You begin moving money through shell entities with names that sound fake. Silver Horizon Ventures, North Star Digital Holdings, Apex Meridian Capital. Nothing feels tangible anymore. Not the money, not the fame, not even your identity. Your face appears on magazine covers, but internally, you feel like software wearing skin. The crash starts quietly. A rumor, a leaked balance sheet. One hedge fund collapses in Tokyo. Another exchange freezes withdrawals in the Bahamas. Then the panic spreads. Fast. You lose $870 million in 36 hours. Your phone becomes unrecognizable. Investors, lawyers, journalists, government agencies. Everybody wants answers you don't have. You post, funds are safe. They aren't. You know they aren't. But the system doesn't reward honesty. It rewards survival. Employees stop making eye contact. Executives begin deleting messages. One co-founder disappears to the UAE. Another hires criminal defense attorneys before sunrise. You haven't slept in 52 hours. Your penthouse still overlooks the ocean. But now it feels like a surveillance tower. You finally understand something terrifying. Most billionaires are not rich in cash. They're rich in confidence, and confidence is evaporating. You become a headline, then a villain. News anchors who didn't understand blockchain 6 months ago suddenly explain your downfall with absolute confidence. Politicians call for investigations. Former friends leak private messages. Every tweet becomes evidence. You fly between countries, carrying 3 passports and a laptop filled with encrypted files. At airports, your heartbeat changes when security looks at your name too long. You stop posting online. Silence becomes strategy. You rent entire hotel floors under fake corporate bookings. The world narrows. No more parties. No more interviews. No more Lamborghinis. Just lawyers. Infinite lawyers. And somewhere deep inside the chaos, you realize something almost funny. The internet created you. Now, the internet wants closure. The wealth survives. You survive. Technically. But the person from level 1 is gone. Your inner circle now consists of attorneys, security personnel, and 2 people you almost trust. Almost. You relocate to a waterfront compound in Dubai. Everything is automated. Fingerprint scanners, private elevators, silent hallways. You spend nights staring at old screenshots of your portfolio from the peak. $14.2 billion. Numbers so large, they stopped meaning anything. You think about calling old friends? You don't. Too much time passed. Too many lies. You built an empire without foundations. Now you're trapped inside it. You once wanted freedom. Now anonymity feels more valuable. 5:47 a.m. A kid in a tiny apartment refreshes a crypto chart on a cracked laptop. Instant noodles beside the keyboard. Discord notifications exploding across the screen. He thinks he's early, just like you did. He watches a 20-second clip about financial freedom. Your old interview appears briefly. The algorithm still remembers your face. But nobody remembers the full story. That's how the machine survives. It erases context. It preserves fantasy. Outside, the world keeps moving. Markets open, coins launch, influencers preach, fortunes appear, fortunes vanish, and somewhere deep inside, a glowing server farm humming in northern Iceland. The system waits patiently for its next believer.